Hi everyone, this is student Dr. Hamill. Um, this is a pilot video where I just sort of introduce myself and kind of describe what's going on in this channel. First of all, thank you for watching. I give a little bit of my background. I graduated undergrad from the University of Washington in Seattle, and I'm a first generation immigrant. I grew up in Japan and Taiwan, moved to the States when I was 15, and very fortunately I had very good host families that supported me throughout high school life, and I was able to apply and got into the University of Washington. I first started, I was an exchange student. I was on J1 visa. I had no whatsoever uh, status in the States. This is all the way till college, and therefore I was started up with a little disadvantage to apply for med school. As you all immigrants that might know, um, it is very difficult for people who doesn't have status to apply to medical school. Most of the time, the first question they ask you is whether you're a US citizen or green card holder or not. And well, I sort of had to face that a little bit of a difficulty. But very luckily, my parents were very supportive and sort of helped me sort it out my status, and I finally obtained it a few years back. So then now I have less problem matching to residency program. Um, However, being an immigrant is still a little bit hard. Trying to stay and survive in the States. With all you immigrants out there, I do want to say that I can understand how you feel and how much you have put through to stay in this country. But again, I've been educated by the United States of America, and ever since this is the best country I've ever lived in. Creating this channel, the main goal was to sort of give out a very real life experience of what's happening in medical school. I had to go to a Caribbean school again, back to that visa status. Um, I actually attended two Caribbean schools. Um, One was when I first applied was I never had enough time to take MCAT, so I sort of have to go to a school that didn't require MCAT. I'm not going to name the school because I'm going to discuss some issues with that school and why was the reason I transfer. I'm currently with Ross University. It's also one of the Caribbean school, but then it's one of the big three that people called. However, I'm very satisfied with what Ross University can offer me right now, and hopefully I can put this all through, and get to the match date and the program that I would like to attend. Back to the purpose of the channel. Well, there's a lot of people out there talk about how U.S. medical schools or Caribbean medical schools, how they are doing and how this process actually are. But to me, it's more like I like to share my experience with all you guys. Also, maybe help some immigrant fellows out there wanted to be involved in the medical field. Maybe I'm able to offer some advice and some experience to all the young coming immigrants. Also the entire medical school education process and all these applications, it's just sort of mysterious and a little difficult to find because there are so many rules, so many things you have to do. But I would like to comment or offer some opinion and advice on anything that I have done and how I did it, how I approached them, whether they're successful or they're not, including studying or whatsoever. Currently, I have only taken step one, and luckily, I guess I'm sort of on the right side of the curve for the specialty I want to do, which is general surgery. But a lot of other things are also a factor of that, including I'm a Caribbean medical student, including I would need a very strong letter of recommendation, but I'm studying surgery as my first rotation, including extracurricular activities, research, and all that. Throughout the year, I'll try to figure out how to approach all these and maybe share a little bit with you guys. Hopefully somebody who had experience on these things can offer me some advice. For those of you who have specific questions of how I get to the point, please leave comment below, and just write down what issue you would like to know or what I can help you out with. I might, when I gather enough, I'll just make a video and explain those. So all words aside, I have made my first video with 2 of my dogs, and I have 2 French Bulldogs. This is Wasabi, and he is 6 years old, and he's been with me since my freshman year in college. This will be Sashimi, and he is 5 years old. I got him when I was in sophomore year, and both of them has been accompanying me all these time. They're great dogs, and they're very calm, and they have to sort of cope with me moving to this cold weather. Let's talk a little bit about what is going to happen in the channel. So I really do have interest in cooking, so I guess throughout these busy weeks I just sort of have to meal prep, lunch prep, and hopefully I can share some of that with you guys. And also I like to do some house remodeling. I am very luckily got the house here, although I'm just gonna be here for a year, but you know, sort of living here and flipping it at the same time, going through some remodeling, and hopefully I can share some of that with you as well. And just in general, this is a vlog kind of style, and exchanging information on how to make us all better. That's sort of what my motto is. It's just you help others and others will help you. I have actually made my first video when I was moving from Philadelphia to Michigan. Thank you for following, and thank you for watching. I will just try my best to upload videos when something new comes up that's interesting, or when I have time to make some videos.